And we're back to learning Inkscape in year day 105. Let me show the mesh options that I haven't yet mentioned in the last videos. We use a rectangle, activate the mesh tool, we add it right here, linear to the fill. I've got edit fill active, and now I can select these anchor points and just give them a different color. But there are also circles right here, so not these diamond icons at the corners, but circles in between. And you might be wondering, can you change the color here as well? Well, if I select them and then I try, nothing happens. But what I can do though is I can select them and then drag them around to give this mesh basically a curve. And I can go outside of the shape, but this is not going to make this mesh follow the curve. That's because it's outside of the shape. But you can use this function right here, and it's going to drag the curve to the inside of the boundaries of our shape, in our case, the rectangle. So this is what this, what is it, kind of like a move icon is for. Keep in mind that the shape itself has not been transformed. So if I activate the anchor point tool, you can still find the anchor point right there. It's simply the mesh that's layered on top that has been transformed. Let's go back to the mesh tool. If you don't see these circles at all, check this icon right here for show handles, and then you should usually see them. The next option is to make them straight lines again, in simple terms, but you have to select more than one anchor point. Let me select all three, and we get a straight line back. Then press Ctrl Z, I select only two, do it again, and they're straight. Next option is then to make these selected nodes elliptical. So this is actually for the curve. Then we have an eyedropper tool. So I've used the basic swatches below to give these anchor points different colors, but you can also use the eyedropper tool. I've already talked about the next icon. What about this warning message? It's a little bit harder to explain, but it's quite simple. It's just a compatibility warning feature maybe. Mesh gradients are usually part of SVG2 specifications, so it's unlike linear and radial gradients. Therefore, they're not universally supported. And you can add this warning. So when you enable it, Inkscape will display a warning if your document contains mesh gradients. So just in case that these documents or these designs may not work in other software. So essentially it simply says, be aware this SVG may not display correctly outside of Inkscape. And that is what this is for. And then we have a simple drop down for smoothing. These are two ways in principle to calculate the mesh, and you can directly see the difference here in design when you use not Coons, but the second option, which is bicubic. And these are all the principles behind the mesh tool. We're going to continue with the next topic in the following video. I hope this one was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.